Hi. Ow, God. Ugh. Go away. Let's see, where is Madison? That's who we need. Julius is here at school and will be in here momentarily. Kayla, Kinsey, Isaiah. We'll mark Madison absent and then maybe she'll show up. Okay. Okay, we're going to today watch a video, and this one is pretty short, so I'm not going to be keeping you for a heck of a long time. Oh, Isaiah is still not connected to audio. Weird. The video is not very long. It's about 10 minutes, but I would definitely recommend that you guys pull open the quiz for this. Let me share my screen for just a minute and show you. I don't know why I feel like you can't find this on your own, but many of my classes, I have to walk them to the door on every little thing. So, well, we're going to watch this video, which is nearly 11 minutes. And then under quizzes, you are looking at rhyme, rhythm, meter, and sounds, which is not due until May 24th. But the easiest thing to do in order to fill this out accurately is to do it as we're watching this video. It's 13 questions and they're pretty specific. So I would recommend that you have that open. I guess it's fine that I'm sharing my screen. I was gonna have to share my screen anyway. Oh, hi. I was just saying, we're gonna watch this video. It's like 10 minutes and the quiz, rhyme, rhythm, meter, and sounds is all about the video. So what I'd recommend is to open the quiz and take it as we watch, just because. Yes, there's two quizzes that are due on the 24th.
The third one.
The third one and the fourth one. Yes. The third one, characters and diction, and that's about the video that we watched yesterday. The fourth one, rhyme, rhythm, meter, and sounds, is about the video we're about to watch. And I wish that I had thought of that before we watched the video yesterday, because that was one of the longer ones, and you might not necessarily want to go back and watch it again. But we can avoid that this time. So let me make this big. Come. And I don't think there's any like lyrics to this one. We don't have to like listen to any songs. I flipped through it. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I think no songs today. Jeez. What even is that? I didn't do it this time. What?
Next, we're going to talk about rhythm, rhyme.
It's a weird
meter,
gif.
And sounds that are used in Hamilton.
That sounds like her.
So some of the poetic devices we're going to be talking about in this lecture: I rhyme, end rhyme, half rhyme, feminine rhyme, identical rhyme, internal rhyme, masculine rhyme, and para rhyme. We're also going to talk a little bit about alliteration, assonance, and onomatopoeia. Then we're also going to talk about rhythm and meter, or as we like to refer to it in
Put my
music,
mask on
the
here.
beat.
Sorry.
So what exactly is rhyme? We think we know because we recognize it when we hear it. I mean, we all grew up with nursery rhymes. Most songs rhyme. We expect poems a lot of the time to rhyme. So what exactly is rhyme by definition? It's the repetition of syllables, typically at the end of a line of verse. End rhyme being the most common.
Sure.
Great example from my shop. I'm just like my country, young, scrappy, and hungry. Country, hungry. But is it that simple?
No.
Masculine rhyme. Masculine rhyme are rhymes that end in a stressed syllable. It's the most common type of rhyme in English poetry. For example, in A Winter's Ball, 1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Ball, all. I rhyme. It's a little more interesting. So I rhyme are
Did you say stressed or unstressed?
She said stressed.
So rhymes stress.
Wait a minute. If you're,
I think it's, but also
is it this? This number 1?
two.
2. A masculine rhyme is one that rhymes unstressed syllable. Oh, well, I just showed y'all the answer. Cool. Sorry.
things that rhyme only when they're spelled, but not when they're pronounced.
Oh.
For example, through and though. It looks like they should rhyme, right? Because they have the exact same last 4 syllables. And honestly, there's only 1 letter difference between the two.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm learning some new terms right now. I've never heard of an I rhyme. I never heard of masculine rhyme. That's weird.
But they don't. We pronounce through and though. Feminine rhyme. It's a rhyming of 1 or more unstressed syllables. So a great example of this is in Guns and Ships, that really great rap that Lafayette has. No one has more resilience or matches my practical, tactical brilliance. He's actually got 2 different examples where he rhymes resilience and brilliance, and then practical, tactical.
Okay.
Half rhyme. This is the rhyming of inconsonant sounds in a word, also called off or slant rhyme. So these are things that kind of sort of rhyme, but not completely. They're not as clear as that masculine or feminine rhyme. Another example from my shot. I dream of life without the monarchy. The unrest of France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy, how you say, oh, anarchy. When I fight, I make the other side panicky. So you've got anarchy and monarchy, which is simply just the first word without the first letter. And then you've got anarchy, and panicky, which sort of rhyme. They've got the same, the E at the end, but not as clear as some of the masculine or feminine rhyme. Identical rhyme uses the same word, identical in sound and sense, twice in rhyming positions. So we'll look at King George's song, You'll Be Back, for this one. And no, don't change the subject, because you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Obviously, the word subject rhymes with the word subject. And he uses it 4 times in a row. Internal rhyme. So this is rhyme within a single line of verse. We're going to look again at You'll Be Back. And he says, you'll cry in your tea, which you hurl from the sea when you see me go by. So it's not the end lines that are rhyming, it's rhymes that are within. T, C, C. You can even put me in there too if you'd like. So T, C, C, me. Monorhyme. It's the use of only 1 rhyme in a stanza. A great example of this is from my shots. But when I'm talking too loud, sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd.
Y'all is
So
misspelled.
you've got 5 lines there with loud, mouth,
It's really
before,
upsetting.
proud, crowd.
I just want y'all to be fully aware. They've misspelled y'all. The apostrophe should go after the Y. It's very silly. I can't believe they would do this in English 102 presentation. It's ridiculous.
And where loud, proud, and crowd is the only rhyme in a stanza. So mouth before, we're not worried about rhyming those. It's just loud, proud, crowd is the only rhyme that's used in that entire stanza. So let's talk rhyme scheme. Now that we've determined what makes a rhyme, how do we determine a rhyme scheme? So the definition of rhyme scheme is the pattern of end rhymes in a stanza with each rhyme encoded by a letter of the alphabet from A onwards. For example, you might say that a poem has an AA, BB, CC, DD rhyme scheme. Example of that is going to be you'll be back. So you'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. See and me rhyme. So we're going to call this both A. You'll be back, time will tell. Tell does not rhyme with me, so we've got to give it a new letter. So we'll start with B. You'll remember that I served you well. Well until rhyme. So that's going to be another B. So far we have an AA, BB rhyme scheme. Oceans rise, empires fall. Fall and well, you could almost argue that it's a half rhyme, but not so much. So we're going to call that C. We have seen each other through it all. All, fall, another C. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. So that gives us an AA, BB, CC, DD rhyme scheme. Alliteration. This is something that Lin-Manuel Miranda uses constantly. It's the repetition of internal stressed consonant sounds in a series of words within a phrase or a verse line. Another great example, going back to Guns and Ships. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. So you've got those C's, right?
Love alliteration.
Constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. But keep in mind, these are consonants, right? So
Henchman.
you're looking for anything other than vowels. Assonance. So this is the same thing as alliteration, except it's the repetition of vowel sounds, usually without repeating consonants, also called vowel rhymes. So let's look at Aaron Burser. Lock up your daughters and horses. Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of courses. So you've got horse, course, intercourse, 4 courses.
He just said
So you've got
horse.
5 different or
He didn't say
sounds
horse.
that appear in
Did she say horses?
I heard a horse.
onomatopoeia.
I feel like she's doing an accent.
My favorite words to say, and it's also something that's a lot of fun to use. So it's a figure of speech in which the sound of a word is just imitating its sense. So we're trying to explain what something sounds like with a word. Great examples in Right Hand Man, they say boom for the cannons, the sound of the cannons, boom. It says buck, 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 to imitate the sound of gunshots.
It's not
We
what it
also
sounds like.
use boom, boom.
She's
so again,
hilarious.
it's all of those sounds trying to recreate what artillery fire, cannon, musket fire, what all of that's going to sound like. You see it all the time. We use onomatopoeias constantly. We describe a bee as buzzing, a hummingbird as humming. They're all sounds that are meant to simulate what that sound really sounds like. Snakes hiss. So meter. This is going to be your rhythm or beat. By definition, it's a series of stressed and unstressed syllable patterns in a verse or in lines of poetry. So stressed syllables are longer, while unstressed are shorter. Meter contains feet or a foot, where each foot has a certain number of stressed or unstressed in a certain order. So in English poetry, we have 5 basic meters. Iambic meter, which is the most common, is an unstressed and stressed. It's the most similar to the way that we speak normally. Trochaic meter is a stressed and then an unstressed, so it's the opposite of the iambic meter. Sporadic meter is 2 stressed. Anapestic meter is an unstressed and an unstressed. And then dactylic is stressed, unstressed, unstressed. So iambic pentameter, along with not just having the type of meter, we have to know how many of those feet are in the same line of poetry. So iambic pentameter is, again, the most common form or meter that we have. Most of Shakespeare's plays and his poetry was written in iambic pentameter. Again, it's supposed to mimic natural speech patterns. So the first word, and this is the type of feet that we have in the line. We have iams, right? And so it's going to be an iambic line of verse. And then the second word is going to be the number of feet that are in that line. So pentameter tells us there should be 5 iambic feet in that single line. So how do we decide how many? We're going to go with manometer. It's going to be 1 foot per line. Dimeter, 2 feet per line. Trimeter, 3. Tetrameter, 4. Pentameter, 5. Hexameter, 6. Heptameter, 7. And octameter is going to be 8 feet. Typically, we don't go too much over 8 feet. So now that
You don't get that part?
No, I get it. I just don't like that they're pronounced
Oh,
trimeter.
yeah, trimeter. I know. I agree with that. Did she say Demeter also or diameter? That's silly.
Typically, we don't go too much over 8 feet. So now that you understand a little bit more about rhyme and rhythm and meter,
We're not doing this.
your discussion question. Pick a song that we're not covering in the lectures. Copy at least 10 lines of that song and discuss the rhyme scheme, and also any type of unusual rhymes that may be used. Notice you don't have to make any responses to any of your classmates for this one. Simply just your work, and should be about 300 words, not including the 10 lines. All right, so make sure you pay attention to what the rhyme scheme is, who's saying it, because that'll tell us a little bit more about the rhyme scheme and the way that Miranda's using it. And also pay attention to any of those unusual rhymes because they're there for a reason. And it's going to tell us something about that character. So enjoy and go find your beat.
Go find your beat. She's crazy.
She's crazy.
I don't know who she is, but her little, I feel like she's so into Hamilton.
Yeah,
And then like
way too
she's
much.
way too
Like,
into
You should not be allowed to do this.
No,
She's
like
too into it.
she's too into it. Even like Kenzie, I know you're really into it. I don't think that
Yeah, but not like that into it.
yeah, like it's not your lifestyle. I feel like this woman is like
No,
living like she's in
that's her
Hamilton.
lifestyle.
But her like she never just reads the lines.
Yeah,
She
you
always
have to
like
just do it like the blend.
she has to do it like they do, and even like use an accent a little bit, and it sounds so silly.
She was reading a part and she like I bet she read it like correctly
Yeah,
because it was missing like an O or something or and
yeah.
she said oh.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I noticed
So
that.
she like knows it by heart for sure.
Yes, she said like I can't do it, but like daughters or something,
Yeah.
like definitely a more like northern kind of accent. Horses. I'm like, you don't have to imitate them. It's okay. Just say it.
But they also don't sound like that in the play.
No, they don't really. Now that I've seen it, she's doing kind of her own thing. I think she's trying to be like them, but it's not working out for her. And also the thing that she was like, it's meant to imitate the sound of gunfire. I was like, you literally sound like you're making a chicken noise. Like
Yeah.
that's what it's literally what that sounds like. Shaboom. Okay, guys, Kayla got a 13 out of 13 on the quiz. So everybody else should probably be able to achieve that as well, which is very exciting. Let me just take a quick look at what we have coming up. Okay, tomorrow, hopefully y'all are able to finish this quiz right now, but tomorrow I'll give you guys time to do the prompt for the week, and you can work on the other quiz. If those of you who are here in person want me to just like, or those of you who are virtual also want me to like replay the video so that you got yesterday's video so that you can do the quiz with it, then that's fine. I wish I'd known that was going to be a thing before I made these due dates, but it's not going to hurt anybody. You just might have to like rewatch the first video or two, but I think that's fine. Anything for the good of the group?
What was that Holmes website called?
Poets.org.
Poets?
Poets, yes.
And it's not what?
I'd check. It's not blocked for me, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna be blocked for you.
Poems.org is.
Homes.org is also one.
But it's blocked.
Oh, okay.
That is-
Yeah. And just kind of like show you guys again, because this is nice. Don't make me give money to poets.
You have to look up like by
Well, you can kind of look it up however you want, but if you go to find poems, you can look it up by multiple different things. Themes was one, but like occasions is another one, and you could definitely do occasions. Like you could make all of your all of your poems about autumn. Oh my gosh, I should show this to my sister. She's obsessed with autumn and like quoting things about autumn. It's very silly. But themes is also obviously a really good thing to do. Audio. You can kind of go through and look through through all of the poems. Oh, okay. I see. I just limited myself here. So you can actually filter through all three of these things. So like if you wanted a graduation poem about anxiety, well, you're out of luck. I can't believe nobody's written.
Yeah, well,
Well, like what else? What other kinds of graduation poems even are there? All of these are graduation poems. There's 3 pages worth. What are they? And then forms, which you probably don't know what most of these are. If you want to know, I would look it up because I don't know them all either. Like this first word, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Abecedarian? Abecedarian?
Probably like some way of life.
What?
Like
You know what that is?
Or like or
I'm also a poser.
just like a way of life, you know, like I'm an abecedarian.
I've never heard it.
No, me neither. but
Oh.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm
Okay.
assuming.
All right. I thought you
No,
just,
that's not
you were
it.
like, oh yeah, abecedarian. Now I'm curious though. Abecedario in English. Arranged alphabetically.
What?
You know, I
No
wondered if it had
way.
anything to do with that because I have heard of girls being named Absidy and being spelled ABCDE, and that's what I thought of when I saw that word, which is dumb. And like, please don't name your kids that. I'm sorry if you have a cousin named that or anything, but I think it's silly. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but in 9th grade, I made y'all write an ekphrastic poem, which was we like looked at art and wrote wrote a poem based off the art. Well, actually, I don't know if any of y'all were in that class. Did I teach y'all in 9th grade?
I don't think you didn't teach me in 8th grade.
I taught you for a minute in 8th grade.
Yeah, for like the first month.
Yeah. Kayla, you were.
I think you 9th grade.
Yes, I did because
Yeah.
I remember us doing Romeo and Juliet.
That was 9th grade.
That was 9th grade. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, you do? What
Yeah.
was in it? Or like, it's fine if you don't remember the title of the art, but like, what was people dancing? I know exactly what was she wearing a red dress? Or am I just thinking of that emoji? I think she was. I think she was. So that's cool that you can, hey, look. George
Yeah,
Marion
hey.
McClellan, a New Year's greeting to a college senior. Oh my God, I'm gonna read it out loud, okay? I mean, like just looking at him, I would say we're probably not related, but I don't know. You thought it said what? Oh. Soft winds and a moving tide may bear on you, I pray, with the love of God to guide through the year to your BA, Bachelor of Arts. On the shores of heavenly grace, on the crest of the ocean swell, may the smile of the Father's face be the sign that all is well. In storms, whenever they rise, cling close to the pilot of prayer. Keep faith under the blackest of skies that the love of God is there. I mean, I feel like it's sort of corny, but I like writing poetry, but mine never rhymes. And I feel like every time it does, it comes out very Dr. Seussy.
Hey, look, there's an Alicia.
Shut up.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Alicia Ostriker. Ostriker?
Look at her.
Look at her. Maybe I'm related to her. Probably not. We don't have the same last name or anything. I've never met an Ostriker.
Birthdays and graduation.
But oh. Animals, beginning, creation, earth, miracles. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but that's cool. Slipping through water's fingers. That's kind of a little personification there. Let's see. What's something that would be actually likely for y'all to. A couple of y'all were talking about like romantic poems. Let's do like Valentine's Day and a theme of
How do I love
divorce.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, is it telling me that nothing exists for this combination of things? Oh wait, it just decided to not let me look at anything anymore. I broke it. Okay, we won't do divorce. Okay, cats. Valentine's Day and cats. Nothing. I can't believe it. What about, oh, Valentine's Day and despair. Ah, there is one. E.E. Cummings, you hilarious weird man. As is the sea marvelous from God's hands, which sent her forth to sleep upon the world, and the earth withers and the moon crumbles one by one, stars flutter into dust, but the sea does not change, and she goes forth out of hands, and she returns into hands, and is with sleep. Love, the breaking of your soul upon my lips. All right. Amores.
Interesting.
Isaiah, I love it when you unmute just to laugh.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to make everybody smile.
Ballads. I don't know what a ballade. I don't know what that is. I want to, wait a minute. I want to clear these. I don't want just Valentine's Day poems anymore. I don't actually, oh, Chaucer.
1400.
Okay. I don't know what a ballade is. The goat. But a ballad is a poem that tells a story. An acrostic is the actually an acrostic. Lewis Carroll. How is this an acrostic?
Oh, acrostic poem. This does not look like an acrostic at all.
It does not. You know, acrostic is like you have the first letter of every line spells something out. This is not anything. In mid here, I don't think any of these are acrostics.
You know, it's so funny. A lot of these poems are like cringe, and the top says "find and share perfect poems." Like
perfect poems. It's like it says it's the right thing, but none of these are actually acrostics. Anaphora. That's not a type of poem. We learned about that in AP. That's the thing where there's like a repeated clause, like I have a dream, that kind of thing. A bop. I got some bops.
Okay.
Oh, there's only one. Would you look at that? And it's called rambling.
This is the only bop. Oh, was it written in prison? It's cool. I don't know why, but oh wait, go back to which thing? Across.
Oh, I love King Queen. Oh, I love those poems.
Oh, they're fun. But this is not anything either. Like
that's not an acrostic.
None of them are acrostics.
So look and see, you saw at the top where it said find and share perfect poems. These are not perfect.
They're not even like truthful. They're not. These are not acrostics. I'm so bummed about it. An elegy is one like for a dead person. It spells out Elizabeth. Are you kidding me?
I was about to say. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I did not
Edgar
know
Allan
that.
Poe. Poe, you never let me down, Poe.
Wait, who's Elizabeth?
What is a Xantippe? What is a Xantippe? What is that?
Let's find out. Who is Elizabeth? Oh, who is this?
Xantippe.
It won't let me highlight it. There we go. Well, now it's probably gonna like show me a restaurant called Xantippe's or something, but
Oh, the
Xanthippe. Xanthippe. Oh,
Xantippe.
that's a character.
What was that?
I don't know what that was.
Like an Photoshop website for definition.
It's a weird combination of things. An ancient Athenian, the wife of Socrates. The only reason I know that name is because on the show Kimmy Schmidt, the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt,
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
really the snobby rich girl's name is Xanthippe Lannister Voorhees. Very good name.
Oh.
Um,
Epistles are
yeah,
good too.
the teenage girl.
Ooh, I love haiku poems.
I've seen it. I just haven't seen it in a while.
I haven't seen it in a while either. The blonde woman is her stepmother. Except I don't remember the blonde woman's name anymore. Yes, her friend. A ghazal. Let's see what that is. Ya Latif. A minimum of 5 couplets, typically no more than 15, structurally, thematically, and emotionally autonomous. All right. Each line must be of the same length, though meter is not composed in English. So this must be not a traditionally, that's what I just said.
What's a foreign language?
I just read the definition of it.
Oh, so it's a foreign language. That looks kind of like Arabian. That sounds.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I love haiku. I love haiku poems. Ugh. Birds.
Oh my
punctuate
gosh.
today.
I should show you guys, even though this is so really unrelated to anything we're doing, but it is about haikus. I'm going to go onto my Facebook for just a minute, because last year, the students who were in English 101 and 102, gosh, I hope there's nothing that I don't need y'all to see. I don't think there is. I put together an album. Yeah, so occasionally Peachy, Bryce, Michael, a few other people would ask if they could go over to the Gibbs earlier with Stover, and I'd be like, yes, you can, but your payment is you have to write me a haiku on this particular topic. And so I took pictures of all of them, and they're so good. Mike Mom, I don't know. I don't know him very well. Is he a bad guy? I think Peachy wrote that one. Or maybe Michael. Whoever it was, I was like, your topic is.
This is why I like haikus. They're so random.
Mike plays guitar well. He believes Turing saved us, and that may be true. That's definitely Dominic. Mr. Mike's a guy, but he likes to mess with me, and that is not nice. Definitely Bryce. Michael, Michael, all alone. A strange man walks in the room. Death? No, it's Richard. There was this guy from Trident that was supposed to come observe me, and I told him where to find the room in the Gibbs, but like Michael was just all there, like there all alone for a while before the rest of us got there. So it was just him and this man he didn't know, like just hanging in the room. I like spaghetti. Spaghetti is very good. I really like it. Death comes to us all. Oblivion comes after it. That is depressing.
Haikus are always so random. And you get to say anything you want.
This is so dark.
Oh, I can
People
see
not eat it.
The beautiful chicken breast. Stover's not hungry.
Hilarious. That's my
Juliet,
favorite
it's
one.
me, a square table. Here I stand, small but yet too big. That's great.
That's so funny. Kayla and Kenzie, y'all probably remember Julius freaking out about the square table.
Little Timmy T or Timothée
Chalamet.
Chalamet, an actor he is.
I love Timothy Chalamet. Oh, this is a good one.
True.
Miss Kim should have won. Her door was superior. I am so upset. I love it. Corey's senior quote is Miss Kim should have won the door decorating contest. I locked the bathroom. Stover was stuck in there good. No more Mr. Stover.
That's so dark. I emailed too late. Now I have to make my own, and it's very bad.
Oh no, I don't know what this is even about, but it's sad.
Oh,
Did
someone pick me? What no one likes me enough. Well, now I am sad. Oh,
I know. This poem is for Troy. He's truly one of a kind, irreplaceable.
he is
good one.
irreplaceable.
I have no idea what this is even about.
Trainmans.
Train man.
That is us. We buy trains and transport goods. We make lots of coins.
I have no idea. Like, what's the deal with trains?
Exactly. What do people's deal with trains?
Learning like U.S. history and like train.
That's when Luke Brown dropped out of school.
Is Luke really gone?
I saw him this morning. That would be so nice.
That is the perfect question.
Oh, it's so good. I'm not really sure. I probably won't see it. Maybe add Matt Damon. I don't know what movie we were talking about, but I think probably Bryce wrote that one.
Matt Damon had a lot of movies, so
we're not gonna wait. Are these all about you? A series of haikus written from the perspective of a stand-up comedian named Julius, who realizes halfway through his bit that he is in fact scared of square tables. This is so good.
Oh my
I
God.
think he did.
That's really funny. That's so wait, that's
Okay,
funny.
so this is so
That's
funny. Square tables, I mean, do they even exist?
Like, my God.
Not to my knowledge, but if they were real, they would really embody unfulfilled changes.
I think unfiltered chaos. I think it's hard to read.
Chaos. Wreaking absolute unadulterated. I don't know what that says.
Unadulterated. Well, we're looking at the haikus that everyone wrote last year.
Oh, unadulterated hell. How terrifying. Okay, and it says so square, not round. There couldn't be something more, something worse. I'm scared of the square.
This is so funny. This was
my
a
God,
series of
whoever wrote
haikus
that is
written from the
genius.
perspective of a stand-up comedian named Julius, who realizes halfway through his bit that he is in fact scared of square tables.
That is genius.
That's nice. A feast, but for what? A lot of food with no theme. I guess it's just fun. That is picante sauce. We must have brought, I don't remember what day we, maybe that was when we made quesadillas. That would make sense.
Water
good.
is very wet. I cannot say it because technically no.
I love that. I miss making food during class too. That was so fun. That was peachy for sure.
Hey, these kids need to watch their mouths. Whoa.
I love that one.
Cheese. How extraordinary, especially sticks.
I do love cheese sticks.
Well, yeah.
An alligator in my pool just chilling out. He might kill me though. There's got to be Angelina with that. Kill me though. Oh yeah, he made up the word financist. We were making fun of it. Bryce the financist. There's chocolate in his pocket. You hate to see it. There's some internal rhyme too. Chocolate in his pocket.
Dear Miss Boja, why? Why did you do that to me? I was productive.
Do you remember what it was? Because literally she commented. I was like,
in science, Peachy, Michael, and Kayla were like sitting at a table, right? I was in the front. Like,
she said, "Oh dang, what did I do? I guess so. I'm just the worst." Wow.
We're just like
just goofing around.
We're goofing around, and she like says one thing like to tell us to like stop or something. I
Yeah.
forget what she says. And then Miss Boja tells Peachy that we're like being disruptive.
Oh
Like,
no.
what just happened?
And I know completely that's the kind of thing that would fly all over Peachy. Kayla, Julius just told me he remembered what this was. That when y'all were in science, that he and Bryce were just like goofing around, and Peachy said one thing to like get them to shut up, and then Miss Boja like got on to her about disrupting class. Why did you do that to me? I was productive.
He was pretty upset.
Well, that doesn't surprise me at all, because for a lot of the year she was like, Kevin Cheek is dead to me. I don't care for him at all. And it was because she had asked him if they could turn off the lights in
Yes,
class,
I
and he
remember
said
this.
no, and then he let Corey do
Yeah,
it, and she
I-
was
I
like,
remember it.
I'll never forgive
I
him.
remember that day. She was so mad about
Please say hi to Zach. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Kenzie, this was Bryce wrote this because he was trying to
My
come
God.
up in the ranks. And so that was when I have this little comment by the side. His master plan was to make you go to this boarding school in North Carolina where
Yeah.
Zach goes. I remember he said that if your dad or like if he said he was going to mail your dad a brochure about the school, and then you were like, I'm thinking about just like dropping out anyway and getting my GED, and he was like, do it, I'll get you a gift
Oh,
basket.
I don't think I ever said that, but
Well-
Something, maybe like going to a different school or something like that.
I have no clue. But he wanted to send me to North Carolina so bad.
He wanted to get
English.
rid of you.
Ha, loser.
I don't know what that's about. The lab room smelled bad. Dom's nasals are all burnt out. He's a bunch of girls. I don't know. I have.
it. They were like doing like dissecting squids or something.
Oh.
That's what it was. That's right. And nasals.
Nasals. I don't know why
They
you're
was
a bunch of
criticizing
girls,
too.
but
Because they think I was acting.
Is that Bryce or mom? I can't tell the difference. He's so maternal.
oh yeah, it's just because
And I crossed it out.
someone called him mom. Oh, who's that supposed to be? Is it it's LeBron for sure. Look at that. You didn't even cross it out that well. It definitely says LeBron Jordan. LeBron called Bryce mom. Oh, that was like that day that they were just random like curtains. It was like set up for an art exhibition or something. Please don't be raining when we walk back to the school. It's too cold for that.
Oh, this is probably when we were going to the Gibbs.
My birthday haiku.
Oh,
I don't know whose handwriting that is. It's very messy.
there was no haiku. Why the heck wasn't the that's it?
Wasn't there
This or
one.
these?
Wasn't there one?
Wasn't there one? Here's a new haiku.
It might be Bryce. Oh, that was I did. I didn't say he cheated. He wrote the word analogous in an assignment, and I thought I was really impressed. So I Googled it just to see if he like copied it, and he has held it against me. He's brought it up this year. He's like, you think I don't know the word analogous? I didn't say he cheated. I just checked to see if he cheated. That was it. Yeah, that's it. The ones about Mike were first. Yeah. I don't remember who wrote that one,
Oh my
but
goodness.
that's you, I
Like,
think.
please Turing saved us, and that may be true.
I think that's you.
Alan Turing, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only one I ever read.
that's all of
Well,
them.
no, it's Mike. Exclamation.
Mike, upside down exclamation, or no, upside down eye exclamation point. Okay. Well, we wasted a lot of time doing that, but that's okay because we were really done anyway. Any more questions about types of poems or haikus or websites or anything?
Well, I'm gonna be looking up a bunch of haikus online and just laughing my butt off because those
Yeah,
things
you should.
are
There's
hilarious.
some good ones for sure. I miss randomly assigning children to write me haikus about random subjects. That one? Miss Cook. I don't know. He talks to everybody. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.